Students, when we study formalism as a literary theory during the 20th century, we come across this term defamiliarization in literature. So, what is this defamiliarization in formalism that we want to understand today? See, the word, this term defamiliarization actually comes in 1917 when Victor Shklovsky published this essay, Art as Technique. There he has used this term defamiliarization. What is the meaning of this term? You see, when we live in this real society, we are confronted with reality. And literature is what? Literature is the reflection of this world, of this society. When the writers, they write literature, they have this technique called defamiliarization. By using this technique, they present the normal reality of this life in an abnormal manner. Okay, so they try to make something which is common as uncommon in their literature. That technique is called the technique of defamiliarization in literature. And this technique, forces the readers, forces the viewers to see this real world from a different perspective, from a different angle, which we never thought about, which we never imagined in our practical real life. So literature actually gives us a new perspective, a new way, a new manner of looking at the same world in which we are living. And for that, to do this, the authors, the poets, the novelists, they make use of the technique called defamiliarization. What are the features of this defamiliarization? Then the first thing is that it breaks the automatic perception. As I just now told you, it breaks your common understanding. Perception means your vision, your understanding about this world is totally broken up by the use of this technique. Another thing is that it makes the familiar things as unfamiliar in literature. The known things, the normal things are presented as abnormal in literature. That is the second thing. And the third important thing is that by using this technique, the authors present art as a means of transformation. Okay, according to Victor Shklovsky, when he wrote this essay and when he talks about this defamiliarization, he said that the primary aim of all art, if it is a true art, the aim of the art is to give a renewed perception, renewed understanding of this world. Okay, so art changes your understanding of about this world. So art transforms the mankind. So art as a means of transformation is also one of the features of defamiliarization. Another important thing is that it is through language that the author is successful in changing your perception about this world. Okay, so here language is given more importance. It is through the use of some literary devices or metaphors or imagery, some innovative writing techniques. All through this, these are used as tools to change your perception about this world. So language also plays an important role in the use of defamiliarization, and that is the reason why in formalism the language and structure and form, they are given more importance when you are examining or interpreting or analyzing a work of art. If you want some more explanation, you should go through these examples which I have presented here for you. I have taken these three examples from literature where you find that the authors have successfully used the technique of defamiliarization. Number one, if you read and George Orwell's novel Animal Farm, here he has used these techniques. Why? Because here he has presented the story in an allegorical manner. He uses anthropomorphism. That means the animals are presented as characters and animals are playing the roles of human beings. Okay, and the pig controls over all other animals. So that was a satire presented by George Orwell. Okay, so in an unusual manner, animal world is presented where human emotions are infused in these animals, and these animals, they stand for a particular class in politics. So it is through this technique that the writer wants to convey some message. And in the same manner, when you read the Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, there also you find the successful use of this technique called defamiliarization. Here, one character is presented as a man who wakes up as a huge giant. So a man is transformed into a giant, and the mind which is there, which is working within this giant, is that of a human being. So that shows the absurdity of human life and human existence. So there also you find this technique. Another example you see when you read Emily Dickinson's poems, there you find. Why? Because in Dickinson has used slant rhymes or unusual punctuation, where punctuation is not needed, or sometimes overuse of punctuation. All these very strange imagery and metaphors are used by Emily Dickinson in order to present this world in an unusual manner. So this technique is also found in Emily Dickinson. All in all, defamiliarization is an important concept in formalism, and it means a kind of a technique of using language as a tool to say something in an unusual manner. I hope this video is helpful to you. Please do share this among all your classmates. Thank you.